Welcome to the Fox 17 Rock Interview. My special guest today, Corey Congilio. He's a guitarist, a teacher, a producer, and you go on the road for Martin Guitars.
A lot on my plate.
Yeah, I think it's pretty fun. Yeah, you got a cool website too.
Thanks.
Thanks for bringing in the new Ed Sheeran model. You know, you and I were talking off camera earlier that you guys, Martin had already done Ed's model originally that you see him on tour with. This is the new one. What can you tell me about it, Corey?
Well, it's a little bit different in that we've kind of done the whole logo thing as for his, last record.
Yeah.
It's a solid spruce top. It's our high-pressure laminate back and sides.
Looks beautiful.
It has that sort of that koa look to it, but it's our HPL, which is really durable too. I can take my pick and it won't scratch it up.
And
or
it looks
like
great.
That. Yeah, it's super awesome. The cool thing really about this offering is that Ed is a very charitable guy, and he's giving all the proceeds to East Anglia's Children's Hospices in the UK.
Wow.
So a lot of our artists do.
Yeah,
do that
I'd read that. I think back when I was at the NAMM show, I heard something about that. And you know what we were talking earlier as well, Corey, where I love the electronics on this too. As so many of the Martin models, but it's got the low profile, it's got the built-in tuner and everything.
Yeah, well, Martin has had a relationship with the Fishman Company since 1981, and they've always helped amplify our guitars.
Yeah.
This is the ISIS T system. This is easy breezy, volume, tuner built on, and a contour control, which basically scoops the mids out, so it's a little bit more pleasing in that sense.
It's a perfect size instrument, I think, for songwriters also who are carrying around. Because when you brought it in, to the station, I'm like, man, that's like such a small gig bag, but it sounds so big.
It's a great campfire guitar, particularly because of what it's made of. If a spark flies and hits the side, you're good. So.
Exactly. It's like, oh!
it won't completely go up in flames.
Yeah. Now we're also going to talk about a couple of other new Martin models, including the D35. I think we've got a picture.
Sure.
And I would not want to take this on a campfire.
No.
50 years of the D35 model. What can you tell me about this one? Well,
the D35 is a really cool animal to begin with just because of how it was born. We have a lot of material on our website about how the three-piece back guitar for us came into existence.
Yeah.
We weren't the first three-piece back company, but it was the pieces of Brazilian rosewood that we were basically putting together out of a need to. The wood was becoming so near extinct or whatever that we wanted to make this sort of composite three-piece back.
Well, look how beautiful it is on
amazing.
Screen too.
This offering has this amazing what we call wedge in the middle there. It's that kind of wavy wedge, and it has it's rosewood, but we call that an organic rosewood back and sides, as well as the European spruce top.
Beautiful guitar. I got to play one of these at the show too. Now we're going to look at another new model that Martin came out with also.
That's the OM-28 Authentic, and like the Authentic series, we have made replication. We've reproduced these guitars as they were in the time period.
Right.
So what's really cool about this, we have the technology to kind of rip apart these guitars without destroying them and see how they were made. A really important feature about this guitar and the D35 that we're offering now is this VTS system that we've developed, and it's the vintage tone system.
They were showing me that at the guitar show, and it was like, it's amazing the tonality coming out.
You can't believe that you can get a guitar that's brand new to sound like it's 50 to 80 years old. And we actually can get it close to the era that we want to with this process called torrefaction.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just reading a recent article on that too, to where the torrefaction really lets you have that aged-in sound without waiting for 50 to 75 years for your Martin to age.
And I can tell you, as the dealers get these instruments, run to play them because they're not going to be on the wall hooks very long. Every one I play, I just can't believe that they sound as rich and as an old guitar does.
I was the same way. When they were handing them to me at the Martin booth, I was like, okay, I'm ready for the next one. Just keep them coming.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was just incredible because it sounds like, the vintage instruments.
There's something special about them for sure. Yeah.
So now, and what's the Martin Guitar website to where everybody can take a look at the new instruments?
It's martinguitar.com.
Okay, martinguitar.com. Now let's also talk a little bit about you. Now you've been traveling on the road with several artists.
Yeah.
Steve Olson?
His name is Stephen Lee Olson.
Stephen Lee Olson.
He signed to Columbia last year. And,
yeah.
I could be here all day talking about how talented he is. He's a really special
artist.
Well,
you're playing a lot of gigs too. You've got a lot of different gigs around town and all over the country. But I thought it was really neat with also the lessons that you're doing, and you're doing them online. And how's that working out?
Yeah, well, I partner with a company called TrueFire.com. And TrueFire is the leader in online lessons, and they have some guys on their roster you may have heard of. I don't know, guys like Larry Carlton, Robin Ford. So I've been doing that since like 2007,
wow.
and I have 5 like beginner to intermediate blues courses like electric blues out.
Yeah.
It's done really, really well. It's awesome.
That's cool. Well, you're going to have to hook me up because I'm always looking to learn some new guitar licks.
I know somebody.
Exactly. Now, what's your website also, Corey?
It's my name, CoreyCongilio.com.
Okay.
And even if you spell it wrong, I'm the only one in existence. So
yeah, well, I got
Google
on the website and I was looking around. I was like, this is a really cool website. I can find my way around here.
Well, I'll have to tell the person that created that.
Yeah, and I want to see your lessons too.
Okay, definitely.
Yeah, that's some neat stuff. Well, be sure and check out Corey, whether online on the website or on Facebook, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you also, when he's on the road doing the Martin show, showing these brand new Martin guitars, I think you're going to want to check that out with the Ed Sheeran model, the D35. You know, so many great new guitars from Martin. And I think we both know, I mean, they hold up well and they keep their value.
Heck yeah.
And besides that, they sound great. So be sure and check out Corey and the new Martin offerings. Thanks for watching The Rockin' Review.